Coach, Elite Eight, first time in school history. How's it feel, first off?
It feels great, but, North Park, let's talk about them first. They had an unbelievable year for a first-year coach to get those guys to play as hard as they do. I mean, there's like 5 minutes left. We're up 24 and still a little nervous because you watch them all week and how fast they can score. But I thought they did a tremendous job, and they beat a lot of really good teams this year. So they have a great future ahead of them. I think once we got our nerves settled, we kind of locked down defensively. I think Jeffrey kind of calmed us down a bit, with the basketball there late in the first half. I think we ended it on a 27-7 run. And then that second half, that first 5 minutes, to kind of extend that a little bit, fight through some foul trouble, was a big deal. So, there'll be time for reflection and all those things, but now we just got to get our bodies right and get ready for an unbelievable team again next or tomorrow. It just never ends, but I guess that's what this time of year, brings.
It's a good problem to have. Jeffrey, 24 points, game high. What are you going to remember about this game?
Such a dog. Just the atmosphere, honestly. I thought the fans were great. A lot of our students are on spring break, so the parents really brought it tonight. And, it's just appreciated. We put in a lot of hard work and a lot of time into it, and for people to come support us, it means a lot to us.
Now, Colin, we talked about this last week about just the feeling of making the Sweet 16, 2019-20. And a lot of people keep asking the question about it, but it's such a unique year being canceled with COVID. Now you're here, now you advance. What's going on when that clock hits zero and it's official, you're advancing Elite Eight?
It felt great knowing that a couple years ago we felt like we could have did the same thing as well. But now, for it being our senior years, having the same guys that we played with back then, Braden, Logan, even some guys on the bench, Jarrett, the Brocheeds, it's just a surreal moment. Part of you wants to have chills, but I think we're just so focused on, like I said last week, that 1%, and going 1-0 every day. So, we got the win, we're moving on, and then tomorrow just worried about going 1-0 tomorrow.
All right, we'll open it up.
This is for anybody. The last 4:28 of the first half, you guys went 6 for 6 from the field, 3 for 3 from behind the three-point line. And how did that momentum that you took into halftime carry over into the second half and help continue to propel you and carry on through that second half?
I got a great. So it helps with us being older. We know no basketball game's ever been won in the first 20 minutes. So we come in the locker room, like the players, before the coaches even get in there, and we're like, hey, the game's not over. It's a game of runs. They're going to go on runs. So we have a lot of older guys and a lot of guys that understand that the game's not over in the first half.
And, we were down 11. I'm not sure if we've been down that much since the first Heidelberg game, which was 3.5 months ago. So for them to have that composure, to just play the next play, and I think we had a big three, got a foul, it's kind of swung, and they could have missed a shot. And I just told our guys in the timeout, just keep guard, and eventually, some of those will rim out. So, again, just an older group, and when you have, especially guards who are leaders, it just kind of makes my job a lot easier. When the last time, like Colin said, I had him and Nathan and Devontae, and having this guy now has been incredible, and Darrell, and Chris Painter coming back with some authority, tonight too. So, and I thought our bench played phenomenal. I thought Corey and Dante played well, and then Logan Hill gave us some unbelievable minutes and some physicality when we needed.
Mike, how did you try to prepare the guys for what you saw tonight? It was helter-skelter, up and down. They're trying to just muck the game up a little bit. You got to keep your composure. You played against the zone this playoffs. You've seen everything. How'd you get them ready for this time?
Yeah, you can't simulate that in practice, and you just throw a couple press breakers in, and then you just have to trust your guys, Sammy. At the end of the day, if things didn't go our way tonight, I'm good because it's going to be in their hands, You know, it's their season. I mean, this is what they've wanted. And I think once you just, you know, Jeffrey calls half the stuff, and then if we don't score, he gives me a look like my wife gives me a lot of times. So, you know, but when you have that relationship, you just trust each other, you know, and like I said, you talk about different styles. Now we go to a whole different one with a team that shoots it unbelievably well, very disciplined, strong, physical. So guess what? Sleep on it. You watch some film, you walk through a couple things, and then you just go play basketball. I mean, at the end of the day, you're fighting to get to the Final Four. And again, it's going to be the same philosophy. Like we're playing fearless, not afraid to lose, right? That's all we talk about. We lose, man. You know, at least we're doing it together. But he always laughs at me because we ain't losing. All right, man, whatever you say.
I don't want to lose.
He asked what I was going to ask, so.
What's your message to the team going into tomorrow night?
Well, they have to go to the ice bath right after this, you know, to take care of their bodies, because that's kind of the most important thing. And then, you know, just wake up. We go through our same routine. Tomorrow I thought about this in the car on the way here. Tomorrow will be our ninth straight home game, like 9 straight, because we ended the season on 3 home games, which kind of really doesn't happen. So we are in a nice routine. These guys being, you know, living on campus and close to campus, they're in a nice groove. Just get great sleep, spend some time with your family, enjoy the moment for the night, and then, you know, come in for shoot around, watch film, and just be ready for tomorrow, and let's go play.
Coach and Jeffrey and Colin, now that this one's out of the way, what do you envision the MAC Center to be like tomorrow night with a trip to go to the Final Four? You guys have never been this far, ever. What's the atmosphere going to be like, and how will you try to feed off that tomorrow?
Can I answer that first?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, 'cause I really know what they think it.
Here's what I would say, Sammy. If our students were here, I mean, this place would be nuts. You know, we've had unbelievable environments. Everyone needs a break. I don't expect, you know, people to be coming back from Florida for our basketball games. But, you know, the message for 12 years since I've been here with every team that I've had, whether there's 2,000 in there or 20, I mean, we are playing. And we're playing for each other. I guarantee you their parents will be there, and my parents will be there, and my family will be there. So that's what it's about for us. The more, trust me, the better. But if we walked in there tomorrow with 300, we're playing, man. Like, right? I mean, we're playing. So go ahead. I didn't want to take that answer.
Me being from Alliance, I think it's great for the city. I think tomorrow, with the students not being here, a lot of those guys that like watch every game, that come to every game, some of those people that really just go to the football game, stuff like that, like they'll be here tomorrow. So I think like, because their energy helps us. You know, we went on that run. You know, they say that, but I put it on the fans that we go on that run. You know, we hit 1-3, the fans are loud, we get a stop, they're louder. So it reminds me of, it's like most schools in the OAC. You know, you go to most schools in the OAC and they got a packed house and it's hard to play. So the more fans we have, the harder it is for teams to play here.
All right, any other questions? All right, congratulations
All right,
again.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Tomorrow
much.
night.
Thank you.